Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the San Francisco 49ers. The Seattle Seahawks. On the visitor's sideline, Niners head coach Kyle Shanahan. His squad losers last week after a victory in the season opener. On the other side, the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working. I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Byron Murphy there on the stop. From the 33, here's second and a yard. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And this will wind up a Niners first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he will get into the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. That his second TD catch of the season. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
And he's coming off a game where he was pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest, and he had a couple nice throws mixed in, a couple decent drives here and there, but the inability to find the end zone, of course, he had the one interception, so a lot to clean up, a lot to improve. Not just him, but frankly, the entire offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We go set.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. To get this complete, it's up again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
We go set.
To throw again is Darnold. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Nick Bosa. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. His offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Niners offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 16.
They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Niners 1st down. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
The 49ers out for the punt. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Well, Seahawks offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. It's just he never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
Here's Michael Dixon now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
30 out wide to Pearsall on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple. From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
And this will wind up a Niners first down. He gets this up past the 40-yard line.
What a luxury, Mike, right? I mean, to have a guy like this that you know when you need these tough yards, you can just turn around, hand them the ball, and let him go get it. He's had some success already here in the first half, and that's a nice run to keep this drive going.
This float left side, caught by Kittle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. On 2nd down, Purdy. And trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over possession here at the 44.
Yeah, it's just a really bad decision, Mike. And I'm not really sure what he saw there. The top of his drop, things looked a little cloudy, at least from up in the booth. So down on the field, he's just got to regroup, take what's there, especially early in the game. You don't want to turn the ball over and put yourself behind.
The Seahawks offense make their way out to take over once. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Darnold to throw on first down. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Reed Williams. Blankenship.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll roll out here with Purdy. And that is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? pooch it, you kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. He's going to have a Niners 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st down, 49ers.
Get set.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Devin Witherspoon with a tight coverage as he knocks it away. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. 1st half in a 7-0 game. We're back to Seattle after this. 2nd down, they need 3. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots,
and he'll take it on in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up
from the shotgun. Here's Darnold. He'll step up and run this. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here goes that.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Seahawks first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. There's a big tight end pass. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play for Seattle. And even 30 yards.
26-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here goes that.
Darnold to the air once more. The open man is Smith-Njigba. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. That tackle's made at the 10-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. Here's Darnold again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will power his way into the end zone. How about that? Touchdown Seahawks.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 14-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now, Watkins on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. 49ers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Over the middle to Kittle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This will be from 56 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As this Sunday's action is coming to a close, big day of football we had today. Here we go. Our look around the NFL starts now. Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. It's the Browns at home to take on the Falcons. And here's the Falcons wideout. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. The Falcons are into the win column. They get the victory here in Week 3. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens at home to take on Washington. And this is Isaiah Likely. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. The Commanders get the victory. It took them a few weeks, but they win and improve to 1-2. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. He only had 3 catches in the game, but he did make an impact on this play here. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Set.
On play action, here's Darnold. Up brings it in left side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day, but he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Noah Fant was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And how about that? Nice return there. picking his way up past the 35-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give up the middle for Mitchell. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
1 yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Purdy. That's a slant to Ayuk. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Purdy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He's going to be taken down at about the 30s.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the 1st half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game.
It is brought in the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers will take a 21-7 lead.
Seahawks 7. Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Here goes that.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Here goes that.
We'll go play action with Darnold. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Robbie Oots. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Seahawks draw closer here. It's 21-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up 8 out to the 33-yard line. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 36 yards.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just 2 quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Purdy. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Get set. Get set.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there, and that brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This from 40 yards out. And this is not going to do the trick. Not even close to where they needed to be. Turn it over. On down. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. To throw is Darnold. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Second and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Darnold to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. On third and long, here's Darnold. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On to the fourth quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, 49ers.
First down, San Francisco.
Now Purdy. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Corey Horton now to return it. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Lots of space, past the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards.
Go set. Set.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. They bring a tight end in motion left. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Set.
Darnold. Overcome him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Niners have got it. Past the 40. Still going. And he's going to rumble all the way home. Touchdown, 49ers. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Horton. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A look there at Kyle Shanahan. His 49ers heading back onto the field. They're looking to get back to their winning ways after the loss in Week 2. They go to 2-1 if they can hold on here. This drive starts with 1st and 10. Now, Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get their man, and it's no gain.
It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Sending it downfield for Fant. He's got it! And he's into the end zone yet again. Noah Fant, touchdown Seahawks. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The 41. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9.
Get set. Up. 18. Watch out.
Now it's McCaffrey. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The 49ers out to punt this one, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15. The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Go side. Get set.
Here's Darnold. The pressure is too much, and he goes down. Now on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 18.
Now they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. You will happily take this starting field position. They begin with 1st and goal at the 2. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
It's a loss of 1.
And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Back up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. Francisco. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers are going to extend their lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
We got set.
Darnold now to throw. This one complete to Atwell. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. And that's good.
Throw on 1st down is Darnold. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. And I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a yard. 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Outside.
Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to have a 49ers 1st down by about a yard. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, 49ers.
So a win here for the 49ers. They get the victory away from home in the division. So valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Lots to get to. We start in the Pacific Northwest. The Seahawks at home to take on the 49ers. And this is the Niners defense making the big play. They force the fumble, they scoop it up, and instead of giving up points, they're scoring points all the way the other side of the field. Touchdown, scoop, and score. The 49ers are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. He was a big factor in this one, and he shows you why on this play. The Cardinals move to 2-1. They get the victory here. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Tennessee Titans. And this is Cam Ward. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Titans are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week, right here on EA Sports.
Dating back to their days sharing Candlestick Park with the San Francisco Giants. A foghorn followed the 49ers down to Santa Clara and Levon Stadium, where it continues to blare and let the Bay know it is time for some football. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. They're on the Eagles sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. These guys searching for their first win since that season opener. Across the field, Kyle Shanahan, coach of the 49ers. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Happy y'all could join us. Thanks for being here. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. Eddie Pinheiro just about set. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
And an Eagle first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback who can do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dumping the ball.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Big go to Barkley again. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Good. Set.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And he's caught. He's got Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns have more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds his fullback. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him out to pick up the first down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Purdy on first down. Buying some time right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch, and that'll bring up second down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk here. Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Purdy out of the gun on third down. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Going to have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur, and you might even hear a few birds.
And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On second down, here's Barkley. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. And is Alfred Collins cleaning up that play. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Niners countering with a fifth defensive back on this third down. Hurts looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets the first and more. Galloping inside the 40. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. '49ers to the line. First and 10. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're finally able to take him down, but the damage done on that play. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Purdy setting up that play action. Flushed out of the pocket. That's intercepted near the sideline. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles get the football on the first turnover of the contest. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed. It really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Play action. Hurts has it. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. Offense to the line for second down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. It's Reed Blankenship making the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
It's a screen to Barkley. Escapes a defender. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Philadelphia first down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who was hurt on the play. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now running for the first time with Audric Estime. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Elliott connects there, and they come away with some points on that series.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 17-0 is our score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play action now, Purdy. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He's looking for Jordan Watkins that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Williams there defensively.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Watch out!
From the gun is Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Get set!
Purdy throwing here on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Trying again, following the sack. Firing one deep for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. It'll be 51 yards from the left half. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the gap closes to 14 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-possession game. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His third total score in this game.
Okay, we know it's hard for running backs to get runs like that in the open field and find pay dirt from that distance. Even more rare to see a QB get it done. I don't think that'll be the last time he totes it.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Kicking off for Philadelphia.
Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. Kittle's got it on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They stick with McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Purdy on the play action. Complete out to the right. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that creates space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Dialing up a receiver screen. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers get it back to a 14-point game.
49ers 10.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Keeps at a 1-stop. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Eagles beginning their drive here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Cooper going in motion right. On 1st down, Hurts. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable to create space to take that shot downfield.
Hits him on the out route. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Hurts yet again. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And again, here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
Hurts throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And we might be close to this lead blown again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Estimate. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal.
Great, set. Anyone up? No.
Hurts. Jump off, caught by his back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And he's going to score a touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided first half. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the big man, James Conner. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Cardinals bounce back from the loss in Week 3. They move to 3-1 with the W. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And this is J.J. McCarthy. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots hosting the L.A. Chargers. And this is Omarion Hampton. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's a return from the 7. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
'49ers to the line. First and 10.
Outside. 22. 22.
They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Dump off to his fullback. He picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still in your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down throw by Purdy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Protection is always tested against the blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needed a little help to get picked up off the grass.
They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Another try following the sack. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers get it back to a 14-point game.
49ers 17.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. Juke the defender. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun.
The pass on 2nd down. Taking down back at the 18-yard line.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Hurts setting up to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the lux, mess up the
49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find them with an aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Cooper to Gene with the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. On the gun is Purdy. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
Their own 37-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's Smith on the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Low right side, caught by Smith. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Hurts on 1st down. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's taken down at the 30. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Now a handoff for Estimate. He finds space for a few yards that time. Nick Martin making that play.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you've got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Small gain down to the 23. That one stopped by Upton Stout. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
This one's caught. Smith hits it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The QB keeping this option on 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Throwing now from the gun. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And the fumble recovery is made. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Only a 20-yarder here. Elliott connects there. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Play action now. Purdy. He throws it deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. And he is down inside the 35-yard line. We'll get a timeout now for an injury. This looks like George Kittle, who's in some discomfort as the medical team comes out to work on it. So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, Purdy to throw. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the Eagles' 25-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuck.
And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Purdy on the play action. He rolls to his right. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks It's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Get set, get set.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Purdy setting up that play action. Got his man. Watkins has it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another 49er first down.
Working inside the red zone. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
The 11-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Eagles, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time. But it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical as nobody wants a 3 and out.
This is estimated on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
On the play. And this is 3rd down.
Let's get to that wide complete. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
It's there, he's got it! And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like you could see that from the booth. This defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball. A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
Finds him over the middle. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
To Ricky Pearsall. Brings up 3rd down.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a 49er first down.
And the 49er first down.
Play action now with Purdy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. This one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Third down and 9.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Gain of 10 yards. That's up.
From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And they take this in for the score. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. This distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
And the Eagles are able to recover, and that should just about do it for us here. And he won't score. They catch up to him just in time. They stop him at the 5. If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? First and goal to begin this one. One of the tight ends in motion left. Trying to run in, Estimate. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
He gets it again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
One month down, and what a month it was. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 4 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the Eagles' defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. The Eagles get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is Tank Bigsby. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's Bo Nix, 12 yards on the touchdown. The Broncos get their third win as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. 1 month of the season is in the books, and it will only get better from here. Until next week, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from EA Sports.